Your dog isn't barking at nothing. He's barking at something you can't see. And what scientists, ancient civilizations, and thousands of dog owners have found out about that is something you won't be able to forget. Here's what most people don't know about their dog. His nose is up to 100,000 times more powerful than yours. His ears detect frequencies nearly 3 times higher than anything you can hear. And his eyes can track movement in near total darkness. In a room that looks completely empty to you. So when your dog locks onto a corner and won't move, he isn't confused. He is reacting to something real. Something your 5 senses have no access to. The question scientists still can't fully answer is what exactly that something is. Here's where it gets unsettling. 3 ancient civilizations, on different continents, with 0 contact with each other, all arrived at the exact same conclusion about dogs. And it had nothing to do with smell, nothing to do with hearing. It was about something else entirely. In ancient Egypt, dogs weren't pets. They were guardians of the dead. Anubis, the god who escorted souls into the afterlife, had the head of a dog. His job was to protect the dead from evil on the journey to the other side. In ancient Persia, when someone died, a dog was immediately brought into the room, not to mourn, to drive out the evil spirits believed to be circling the body. They called it the glance of the dog. One look. That's all they believed it took to clear darkness out of a room. On the other side of the world, the Aztecs buried dogs alongside their dead, not as sacrifice, as guides through the underworld. Protectors from demons on the journey through. The Navajo used dogs to ward off evil spirits entirely. 3 cultures, 3 continents, thousands of years apart, all saying the same thing. Your dog sees what you can't. But here's what makes this impossible to dismiss. Modern science, not religion, not folklore, has started uncovering evidence that dogs detect things with no physical explanation. And what researchers found in one particular case made them go quiet. Dogs have detected cancer in humans before any medical test found it. No training, no prompting, just reacting. They've predicted epileptic seizures minutes before they happen, with no visible warning signs in the patient. They've alerted owners to earthquakes before a single tremor registered on instruments. Scientists point to microscopic changes in the atmosphere, electromagnetic shifts, infrasonic vibrations, chemical signals no human tool was sensitive enough to catch. That's the scientific explanation. Here's the part that makes researchers uncomfortable. Some of those same researchers admit they cannot fully explain what dogs are reacting to in every case. Pet psychologist Marty Miller said it plainly. Dogs may sense spirits because they detect slight changes in the atmosphere that occur when something beyond our perception is present. Not a joke, a hypothesis, and nobody has disproved it. So what does it actually look like when your dog senses something dark? Because owners across the world report the exact same behaviors, in the exact same situations. And when you hear them lined up together, they stop feeling like coincidence. It always starts the same way. Your dog stops moving. Not distracted, not tired, stopped, body stiff. Fur rising along the spine, eyes locked onto a corner, a hallway, a doorway, and he will not look away. Sometimes a low growl at nothing visible. Sometimes backing away from a room he's walked into 1,000 times before. And sometimes, the one that's hardest to explain, he tracks something with his eyes, moving slowly, across the room. Nothing there. But your dog follows it like something is. Science can cover some of this. Infrasonic vibrations from old pipes, a scent trail hours old, a pressure shift before a storm. Those are real, documented. But science doesn't cover the dog who refuses to enter a room where someone died. Weeks after the body was gone, the room was cleaned, and every physical trace had disappeared. And it doesn't cover what happened in this next case. This wasn't folklore, wasn't a campfire story. It was documented by a man who spent his entire career looking for rational explanations. And this time, he couldn't find one. A paranormal investigator lost his father. In the weeks after, his dog started doing something every night at the same time. He would sit at the bottom of the stairs, not bark, not growl, just watch. Head tilting slowly, eyes tracking upward, like he was following someone climbing the stairs. No one was there. The investigator, a man trained to find the logical answer, said he had none. Not a sound. He checked. Not a smell. The stairs were clean. His dog was watching something move through that space, something that walked, the way his father used to walk. So, is that a ghost? A demon? Energy left behind by someone who loved that house? Or a nervous system so finely tuned, it detects frequencies no instrument we've ever built can measure yet? Science doesn't know. Every spiritual tradition on Earth says it does. And your dog, right now, is perceiving a world you will never fully see. Whether that world holds demons, or spirits, or simply something beyond the reach of human senses, one thing is certain. When your dog stares at that empty corner at 3 a.m., he isn't wrong. He just can't tell you what he sees. What we covered today is just the beginning. There are behaviors your dog does every single day that science still can't fully explain. If you want to know what they are, subscribe now so you don't miss it. And hit like so more dog owners find this video.